Hi, Mark here from the Tangent Bound Podcast Network and host of the flagship show, the Tangent Bound Podcast. Did you know that we over at Tangent Bound are always looking for amazing podcasts to promote? And did you also know that we are also proud nerds and geeks of everything from movies, music, gaming, TV shows, and comic books to wrestling, MMA, soccer, and football? Whatever you can nerd or geek out about, we've got it. And if you're interested, we can help you find it. And if you're a show looking for a place to call home, we've got you covered. Side effects may include upset stomach, dizziness, tumors, shakes, and in some rare cases, death from excessive laughter. Though to be fair, it's only sometimes. Other side effects may include diarrhea, gallstones, heart palpitations, and strong desire for cookies on the dark side. Talk to your doctor and visit TangentBoundNetwork.com and see if Tangent Bound Network is right for you.
This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Welcome to the podcast from Temperance Town, the sexiest podcast of world renowned. Tony grows a beard to hide his chin, swabs it with Earl so it glistens.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
Download the pod, you won't get enough of these dapper chaps talking deadly fluff. In Hobo Gulch they run a homeless mission, clanging and banging with the pentagram of kittens.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
They enjoy their whiskey and local craft beer. By Odin's unkempt pubis we give a cheer. Tony's a raccoon when he's booziest. Don't be a savage, be an enthusiast.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
On the frozen tundra they call it a lock. Tony likes to masturbate in a sock. Brian pisses rocks cause it feels so great. I still don't know who the fuck is Tate.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
The boys will let you know when there's a spurter. Due to male pattern baldness, they don't wear curlers. Stay salty, people, that's their closing line. And don't forget, have a beer, you'll be fine.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty language.
Hey enthusiasts, what's happening? This is Salty Language episode 341.
The snowiest podcast on the network.
Probably not true, but yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It's something, all right, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely something.
I mean, I felt like a kid today, Brian.
Yeah?
I got a snow day.
Oh, sweet.
All right.
Did you go out snowing? Put the Wonder Bread bags around your feet and put your boots on? And
that would have been amazing. I for sure should have, but I did not.
Yeah.
It was one of those things where, because my Jeep is still, not super drivable if I wanted to overheat and kill it,
Yeah.
So since my parents are in Florida, I was like, oh, my mom's Jeep is just sitting in her garage. So I text her like, hey, Ma, can I borrow your Jeep for a few days? Because I knew this shit was coming.
Yeah.
And, 4-wheel drive, right?
Right.
So Jeannie took it to work last night because the snow was coming in the middle of the night. And then she called me. She's like, yeah, the roads are horrible. You should wait till I get home so you could take this to work. I'm like, all right, fair enough.
Yeah.
And it literally, as I was about ready to walk out the door, my coworker calls me. He's like, yeah, if you're not on your way, just stay home.
Like, sweet.
Well, I go, okay, if you need me, just let me know. And I never got a phone call, so.
Right.
Snow day.
Probably helped that you turned the ringer off on your phone, but you know.
Yeah, I did throw it out in a snowbank.
Yeah, right. That'd be funny if you had like a waterproof case or your phone was water resistant or whatever, and you're just winging out in the yard and be like, I'll come get you later.
Yeah, exactly. Like make sure the location's on so I can use find my iPhone.
Probably a good idea, yeah. Otherwise you'll be like a dog trying to find its bone in the yard, you know?
Yeah, exactly, right?
Where the hell did I put that?
But yeah, so it was weird being home today.
Yeah, I imagine. So you get a long weekend this way.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It was also kind of awesome.
Right. It's just too bad that it's, shitty weather during it, but, whatever.
Well, yeah, this is true, but I mean, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. Sit around, do your nails, put
Dude,
your hair up
so
in curlers.
pristine now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was making new nail art videos for Instagram.
Right. Did you put up a new makeup one? You haven't done one of those in a while.
Not yet. Soon, though. Soon.
All right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
That'd be great. You just put one up and it's, probably more likely to be you doing like clown makeup or something.
Exactly, Pennywise.
Yeah. I was going to say, and I don't mean like ICP clown type
Oh,
stuff.
jeez, of course not.
Because then I'd have to kill you.
Well, the video would be putting on like Juggalo makeup and then immediately running out into Fury Road.
I'll allow this.
Yeah. It's over.
Yeah. I'd watch that.
Yeah, me too. I'm on a loop.
Yeah.
From my hospital bed as I'm in traction.
I was just going to say,
like, totally deserved that.
Mm-hmm. Like, oh, have you seen Tony lately? Yeah, he's just a head in a jar now.
Exactly.
Like Futurama,
He keeps saying, though, totally deserved it.
Yeah. He's not wrong.
Yeah, it's real tragic. There's a video of him putting on ICP makeup and running into traffic, and now he steers himself with his tongue.
Be like, well, clearly that was his rock bottom.
Yeah, right.
Throwing himself in front of a truck? No, the makeup.
Yeah, the makeup, for sure, the makeup.
The truck was actually a sign that he still cared.
Exactly. Terrifying.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Man, sorry.
Yeah.
Got a fresh cup of coffee. I mean, it's not doing shit.
Probably need 6 or 17 more.
Oh, man, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I'll go out there and shovel the rest of the yard.
Yeah.
We already did the driveway.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, man, it's so weird. It doesn't even look like it snowed at that guy's house.
Right. Is he shoveling the yard?
What the fuck is wrong? Oh, math. We're in the country. That's right.
Yeah, good point. Yeah.
It all makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Like, no, just coffee. Be like,
yeah, sure. Coffee, truck or coffee. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Right.
Know what I mean?
It'll be the episode of Futurama where Fry has 100 cups of coffee throughout the episode. And eventually he basically can stop time and walk through.
Yes, that's exactly it.
Yeah. The rest of the time he's just all jittery and, yeah. Good shit, yeah.
Good shit indeed, my friend. It's like, I feel like we just talked like just the other day and stuff, Brian.
Yeah, it is crazy. It does seem like it.
I know, right?
Probably.
Like yesterday and stuff.
Probably because we did. Yeah.
I mean, Fourth Wall. New Enthusiast coming out soon.
Yep. Well, there'll already be one that, was out, that's, y'all recapping the Cincinnati Beer Fest.
I know, right? It's crazy, Brian. 2018, Year of the Enthusiast.
Yeah. So far, yeah.
I know, right? I'm pretty sure that's the Chinese zodiac this year. Enthusiast.
It's just like some Bigfoot scratching its ass.
Yeah, exactly. A Bigfoot in a corner, sadly masturbating.
Of course. Sadly is the important part of that. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Don't deer as Bigfoot.
Oh boy, Skype's cracking
Oh,
up
that
now.
Jack Link. Oh.
Yeah. Like, wait a minute, that's not beef
That's
jerky.
not Jack Lincoln. Simply a beef jerky.
Yeah. Oh man, that would be disturbing. That's what that would be. Yeah.
Yeah. Totally changes the Harrison's movie.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, oh, can he stay in the house?
Like, no, he can't. You should see what he did to my underwear drawer.
Wow, he's a real creep, huh?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Like, God damn it. Those were special occasion panties.
And then the woman gets mad because he gets in hers too, you know?
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. It'd be good fun. Good fun for everyone. Good family movie / TV show starring TV's John Lithgow showing his ass.
Hey, guys. Skype sucks all the Bigfoot dicks.
So many.
I mean, it's probably, since, we were talking about John Lithgow's ass, probably been almost, an hour?
Yeah, pretty close.
Hour and a half?
Pretty close, yeah.
Due to technical horse shit.
Yeah. I mean, it did give me time to push out, oh, sorry, I talked over it, didn't I?
No, you're totally fine. Right. It's just me hitting buttons out of pure frustration.
It gave me time to do all the promo whatnot for the enthusiast that we just posted. So, I made useful time, use of the time. So,
right. Well, at least there's that.
Yeah.
You could have been like me, just wanting to tackle my laptop and just ground and pound it.
I mean, we could get together and we could do that. I mean, it would be kind of weird, but
it was coming to that.
Yeah.
I had to do the old focus on the breathing.
Right. Meanwhile,
focused on the breath, in and out. Be in the moment.
Meanwhile, in the back of your head, you're die, motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. Back in my head, I was turning green.
Yeah.
and I suddenly had purple pants on. It was crazy.
Sure.
Good Lord, that was annoying.
Yeah.
But, I think we're good now. I mean, you haven't broken up once. We actually had the video going so I can see your lovely mug.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely seems better than it was before. Because before, we couldn't even get a match that wasn't basically saying, hey, your internet sucks.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Which is pretty awesome. Pretty good.
It's like, oh, check your inbox, because it's full of Skype-shaped dicks.
Wow, that's a lot.
And they're very unimpressive.
Well, of course.
Because Skype dicks.
Yeah. You want to hear us talk more about dicks, check out the next enthusiast.
That's very true.
With Jacob Gibbons.
Oh, man. All right.
Well,
here we are.
Yeah.
Podcasting again.
Allegedly, yeah.
Allegedly.
We'll see how it goes.
Oh, God, dude.
Yeah.
Seriously. I feel like I just got head kicked.
You might have.
I kind of did. I was just sitting on my floor in front of my router like an idiot.
Sobbing. Right, I guess.
I was getting that close. I hear my dogs over there snoring. My son's upstairs doing dumb shit. My little ass cracks hanging out, sitting on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fucking nightmare, man.
Yeah. All right. So
if only we had a flawless recording.
That'll never happen. You know that.
I know, right? I can't even blame it on like 18 beers or anything.
No. I actually was thinking about that when you mentioned jumping back on. I was like, maybe I'll go. And I was like, nah, I don't want to walk all the way out there.
I think the cup of coffee I had 2 hours ago is worn off.
Sweet. Did you get another one?
No, I just got my Yeti full of water, but
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Yep.
All right. I got to get past this frustration.
Right,
How was your week, Brian?
Pretty slow. Yeah. I really haven't gone out and done much because shitty weather and just nothing really to go do. You know, I haven't really had a reason to go out. So,
right.
And, you know, I don't like going out in the cold and snow. So,
I can't say I blame you.
Yeah.
It pretty much sucks out there.
Yeah. But, yeah, we watched the Super Bowl. And,
nice.
You know, that was surprising. You know, I don't, it's interesting because, as somebody who really didn't give a shit who won,
yeah,
that was maybe one of the best Super Bowls I've ever watched. Cause it was like back and forth. It came down to the final play. You know, you can't ask for much more excitement than that, you know?
Yeah, wasn't a crazy blowout.
Right. And I mean, I can understand, obviously, if you're a fan of one team or the other, where you would, you know, have separate, different feelings from me at that point. But, I thought it was a pretty awesome game. And, you know, hats off to that Nick Foles quarterback for the Eagles, because he's a guy who's always kind of got that, oh, he's good, but he's not good enough, you know?
Yeah.
Now he can say, here's my Super Bowl ring. The defense didn't get me. I went out and played, you know, he played his ass off. So
yeah, for sure, right?
Yeah. So I'm going to stick this up your ass.
I just love the fact that no matter what the outcome of the game was, Philly was going to burn to the ground.
Yeah, there is that. Jeez. Savages.
Goddamn Philly fans.
I will never understand the whole my team won, let's destroy things mentality.
Yeah.
Like, do you remember years ago, like for the, oh God, I can't remember, was it Edmonton or, no, it was a Canadian city where their team lost and they went apeshit, burning things, tipping cars. And I was like, see, that makes more sense. I still think that's overreacting, of course, but.
Yeah, it's pretty savage and dumb,
right. But if you're gonna do it, it makes sense that you would Hulk rage because your team lost, not because they won. You know, it's so weird to me.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I never understood that. Yay, we won the game. Time to punch a horse in the face.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I've ever had that thought, but, you know.
Yeah, I just don't get it.
Yeah, I don't either.
I mean, when your city's greasing light poles because they know you idiots are going to climb it.
Oh, shit, I forgot
and
about that.
And you climb it anyway.
Yep. Because fuck that grease.
Because fuck that grease.
They need to have a t-shirt of that in Philly. Like, with it, like a big grease mark on it. Like, fuck that grease.
Yeah, for sure, right? Fuck that grease. Like, where'd that grease come from? Cheesesteak?
Ooh.
I wish. Right?
I wish.
Man. But yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Philly fans.
Yeah, because I mean, Boston fans get pretty rowdy, but I don't know that they would have burnt the city to the ground, basically.
But no, I don't think so.
Yeah. But,
I mean, although the only thing I have to say was, you know, I didn't have a dog in that fight either. And, you know, if you listen to last week's show, we both said, Patriots probably win because we thought so, but whatever. Mm-hmm. You know, even we're not perfect. That proves it right there.
Mm-hmm.
But, the amount of people this week, they're like, you watched the game? I'm like, yeah, you know, bits and pieces, because I did end up working for most of it.
Yeah.
But, you know, they're like, guys like, does your team win? I'm like, no. Well, yeah, anybody but the Patriots. I heard that so many times this week.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, great. Just shut up.
I don't have that hatred that so many people have.
I just don't.
Like, I like my team. I hate divisional rivals, and that's about it. I don't, you know, it's weird because I know a lot of people hate the Patriots because they keep winning, and it's easy to attack them because of, you know, the cheaty pants stuff.
Right.
You know, but it's like, I don't have the hatred for them that I have for, like, the Yankees, you know, because I don't feel like the Patriots went out and bought a Super Bowl, you know,
right? Because
you can't in football the way you can in baseball, you know. So you know, and you know, the Yankees were a great team at one point without it and everything. I don't know. I just hate the Yankees. So, you know, but I just don't care with the Patriots. You know, I was happy for the guys on Philly who, you know, probably, you know, hadn't gotten a Super Bowl,
right.
You know, or get a ring or whatever. That's awesome because now they get that moment and all that stuff. And like I said, Nick Foles, that's awesome when you're the guy that everyone's like, oh man, he's our quarterback kind of a situation, and then he plays really well down the stretch and contributes heavily in the win. So,
right.
Yeah, I felt good for people like that, but I don't know. I don't feel bad for Tom Brady at all. I don't feel bad for the Patriots. If they had won, I'd be like, all right.
Yeah, okay, cool. Good job again.
Another one, huh? All right. But I don't know. I'm just not mad.
I just don't care enough, I think.
Yeah. Like I said, if it was like the Packers in there, oh, fuck that. I would have, then I would have been wearing like Patriots gear, Yeah,
exactly right.
Yeah.
If it would have been anybody from Georgia. I mean, clearly fuck them.
You just won't let that go.
No, it'll never die. It's never going to die.
All right, fair enough.
You should see my tramp stamp I just got.
Wait a minute.
Roll Tide.
Oh, okay. Wait. What? That's a weird place to get a Roll Tide tattoo, but all right. Well, I was bleeding from there anyway.
Exactly, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I get why some people hate him, but I don't also at the same time.
Well, I would get it more like especially people I heard this week, we're in the Ohio-Michigan corridor.
Right.
I would get it if we lived on the East Coast.
Yes.
Be like, fucking Pats, dude, hate him, or whatever.
Yeah.
Then I get it.
Yeah. For various reasons. You may hate the fans. You might not like the team because you're rooting for somebody else. All that stuff. I get all that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I know. I just don't get it.
Yeah. The only thing I can think of is there are a lot of Steelers fans in this area. And, some of them were kind of whiny about the Patriots. So, that's about it. I don't know. But anyway, whatever. Enough of that shit.
Right.
Yeah, that's about, I really haven't done much this week. Other than be frustrated by, not being able to get, the Amazon account thing working and whatever, but that's,
More technical difficulties.
Yeah, it's just not really worth getting into because it's just dumb. And I've tried most of what I can think of. So,
right.
How about you? How was your week?
Well, I mean, we did do the old Cincy Beer Fest last week, but that'll be covered in hopefully the enthusiasts you already listened to.
Yeah.
But, so that's always a good time. And we got to see, the Hobie Boys and all that good stuff.
Right.
But on the way home, we stopped at a grocery store. Because that's what we do, Brian.
Okay.
Especially when it's Dev in the car, too, because he's also, food snob.
Yeah.
This place called Jungle Gyms.
Okay.
Down in Cincinnati.
Is this like a Trader Joe's?
It's bizarre.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, like, what the fuck? Like we ran into, before we went to Cincinnati, we ran into, you met her, Valerie's friend Becky.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We ran into her when we were getting coffee, and we're just like, it just happened to become a conversation that we're going to Cincinnati, and she's like, if you guys don't go to Jungle Gyms, you're missing out. And I was already on my list because I heard about it, so I'm like, all right. It's basically like Disneyland meets a grocery store.
All right.
Yeah. Like you pull in and there's the awning that leads into the store has a train on it. And there's all this like jungle music and animal sounds playing through speakers and
oh my.
Yeah, they have a Harambe statue out front. It almost looks like it's wearing a Hulkamania shirt.
Oh, that'd be
pretty
great.
excellent.
Yeah.
Dev got a picture of it.
Harambe Mania, that'd be fantastic.
But it's one of those stores that when we walked in and we perused, I was like, whoa, if I lived around here, this place would be danger zone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they have like an ethnic section that every aisle is a different country.
Mm.
So like this aisle's like, it's breakdown by region. So it's like, okay, I'm in Asia. So it's like a Japanese aisle, a Taiwanese aisle, a Chinese aisle, a Filipino aisle. The store is insane, and they have so much stuff. You'd be like, oh shit! Like yeah, I think I got hard a little bit, I think.
Probably, yeah.
The store was insane.
Yeah.
They had like 5 different aisles of just hot sauce.
Oh, well, there's a reason for you to get hard, if nothing else.
That was amazing.
You see all that hot sauce and you're like, where's your eggs?
Yeah.
I need to finish. Yeah.
and then just the stuff in the store, like there's a giant Campbell soup can suspended from the ceiling. There was a full blown fishing boat in the seafood section. And the place is crazy.
Wow. All right. I'll have to look online and see if they have pictures and shit. I can have a look.
Yeah, it is pretty bizarre. But then as you go deeper in the store, like the beer section's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have a whole home brewing thing. Like there's a refrigerator just full of fresh hops.
Oh wow.
And then they actually have a bar with like 20 some taps that you can get beer at.
Mm-hmm.
You can eat there. You go further in the store, they have a whole giant cigar humidor, and then they have a smoking section. They have a liquor store.
Wow.
I mean, the place is incredible, dude.
Jesus. Wow.
We went in there just to look around and like walked out spending like $70.
Yeah, I can imagine so.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, good old Jungle Gyms. If you're in the Cincinnati area and you're into like food, for sure, or you should just go anyway.
Sure.
The place is pretty wild.
Mm-hmm.
I would for sure check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, dude, it was weird.
Huh. I've never heard of the place, but it's not like I'm in Cincy all the time, so.
Yeah, we bought that. And there's samples everywhere. One of those gigs,
Right. Now, you mean actual samples. You weren't just tearing into packages, right?
I was tempted at some stuff. I mean, I almost kicked a hole in the dry-aged beef case.
Well, I mean, meat snacks.
Because they had dry-aged beef.
Yeah, right. Like I said, meat snacks.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Like, do you know who I am?
Yeah, exactly. Right.
You should have tethered me before. They just got people with those long cattle prods and just fucking nailing you every time you get near the case. Right, back up.
Those things that kept the raptor in the cage at the beginning of Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Easy.
Yeah, it was, I mean, we spent more time in the store than we probably should have, because it's huge, too.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's crazy.
Fair enough.
So, I mean, Dev and I are both like I think Dev's quote when we were walking around there was just turgid.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Turgid.
Dev, what'd you think of the place? One turgid dick up.
Basically, yeah. Yes, it was, everyone agreed that was at least into the whole cooking game that, this would be well, I kept saying it was dangerous. Jeannie was like, I'd love to have a store by me. Yeah. I just kept going, we spend so much money. Yeah. We spend so much money here.
Right. But it would be nice to have a store like that.
It really would.
It really would, yeah.
Yeah. Because Logan, he's been wanting to make ramen. Like, he just made the broth for it, the past couple days.
Yeah.
And we got him shit from that store that he needs.
Sure. Like a big pack of them for like $2, right? I get you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was, I don't know, it was pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah. But I mean, besides, I haven't had a very exciting week besides that, I guess.
Yeah. It's funny.
Same old, just hanging out with people and all that good stuff, but
yeah.
No trophy this week. That was kind of a bummer.
Yeah. It happens.
Yeah. I did watch I'm watching a lot of Netflix and stuff for some reason.
Okay.
I was watching No Reservations. He was in France.
Mm-hmm.
And he went to a thing that we need to absolutely figure out how to get something like that going here.
Okay.
It's called Franc Machan, I believe.
All right, sure.
I'm probably murdering it.
Sure, Krav Maga, gotcha.
Krav Maga. But it's basically we're a group of guys. It's a dudes club.
Okay.
They all go and they just take over like a restaurant, and they just bullshit and eat and drink. And it's like, that is an incredible idea to have just a gathering of guys just eat and drink all day in a restaurant.
That is an interesting. I mean, it is kind of what we were doing.
Kinda, yeah.
Just at a small scale.
But yeah, I'm thinking bigger scale.
Oh.
Like, Yeah, make a Facebook group. Try to get more people involved in just our meeting because, I don't know. The whole idea was very intriguing to me.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Because eating and drinking and, occasionally you just got to get around a bunch of guys and be savages.
Yeah. Yeah. It does help.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. It really does, honestly.
Yeah. You really do once in a while need to just, pick lice, scratch your ass, and just wing, your shit at things. It's just
exactly.
And then you're like, all right,
openly cut gassers, talk shit about ladies.
Right. And then you're like, all right, now I'm ready to re-enter civilization.
Basically, like I got that poison out of me. I went deep into the jungles for a few days.
Right.
Went on a spirit journey, and I'm back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like I'm back. I'm covered in shit or blood, maybe both. And
yeah, exactly. I'm full of meat, booze, got a raging erection.
Well, of course. I mean, what good's going to the woods if you don't come back with one?
It's true.
How was your trip?
It was.
Not as great as the trip to Jungle Gyms, but it was all right.
Jungle Gyms was incredible.
Right? Oh, man.
Also this week, which is a little weird, I officially now have 2 teenagers in the house because Leah turned 13.
Oh, yeah, right.
Fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is bizarro land.
Yeah.
And she was so understated about it.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, hey, we'll make you like a pancake breakfast in the morning. Nah. Okay, well, we'll go do something that night. We'll go, make dinner and go out and do bowling or whatever. Nah. She's like, we're doing a party this weekend, so, it's fine. I'm like, really? You want me to bring home like cupcakes? Or, nah, I just want to hear you guys say happy birthday. It's like, oh, I think she's up to something. Something feel right.
Right.
I just have a hard time just being like, oh, this is just pure gratitude of life or something.
It's so great, isn't it? You have a person that you're like, here, let me shower you with gifts and adoration. She's like, nah, it's cool. You don't have to do anything special. And you're immediately like, she's up to something.
Yeah, exactly. Immediate suspicion.
Yeah. Isn't she a great kid?
Yeah, like, what is she doing?
What's her game? What's her angle?
Yeah, clearly she's plotting.
I can see, the people listening can't see the map with all the red string behind you.
Yeah, for sure. I got pictures taped to the wall.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Yeah, I bet.
Right?
Yeah. It is so weird because it really does feel like, on one hand, to me, it's like, it feels like you should have already had 2 teenagers because it just feels like it's been forever that you guys have had kids,
Yeah.
And, yet at the same time, it's like, it's kind of like, oh, wow, really?
Yeah, I know.
Weird. Yeah.
I know. Mm. When you get the mail and there's, different postcards and shit from colleges coming in, it's like, jeez.
Right. And Teen Beat magazine and stuff. Tiger Beat, whatever.
We're going to have to start looking online for a walker. One of the ones with the handbrakes.
Oh, for sure, yeah. If you're going to get one, get the Cadillac of walkers.
The Cadillac walkers. Have you seen the walkers actually have the little rear view mirror on them?
Yeah. Yes.
Really? Is that really necessary?
Yeah, because it's hard to turn around or, I don't.
You never know when that son of a bitch Walter is going to pass me on the left.
Robin's racing.
I just don't get it.
Oh shit! It's a nice little.
If I'm old enough that I need a walker with a mirror, like I said earlier, just put me out in the middle of Fury Road.
Yeah, mine will have one in the front, pointed at me, so I can just keep looking at myself. But
that's different.
Yeah,
yeah. If you got a straight flossing mirror,
yeah. It is funny though, the idea of having them on the sides,
Yeah, I just don't get it.
Got to check your traffic,
I've seen it a couple times. Unless it's just a goof.
Right. It would be funny though, but if someone asked, you should be like, it's for my blind spot.
Yeah, right, exactly.
I got a wicked blind spot behind my left ass cheek.
Crazy. Ever since World War IV.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Wicked blind spot behind my ass cheek.
Man, you're walking, you got like those driving gloves that, had the holes cut out over the knuckles and,
right.
Putting on your, your walking scarf and such.
Yep. Aviators.
For sure, yeah. You gotta look good.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Crisp new shoes that are going to get scuffed up because of the walker.
Yeah. Takes you 20 minutes to get ready for a 3-minute walk.
Yeah, just to go down the hallway to, see what's going on in the lounge.
Sure.
See what shitty high school band's playing at the home.
Right. Yeah, see who's doing their community service and whatnot. Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
Sounds about right.
That would be awful, wouldn't it? I mean, I don't like going to old folks' homes as it is. Can you imagine going when you're a teenager and you're like in the marching band and you're like, oh, we're going to go to, soon to be dead home.
Wow. That's a terrible name.
I know. It's really, it's really unfortunate.
Like who would choose that place? That's awful.
Well, we're sending Nana to soon to be dead.
Yeah. It's like hospice didn't even realize that and went with something else.
Right.
Oh man.
Yeah, that would suck though.
Yeah. I remember going, cause I had a grandma that was in one, and I remember going with my mom quite a bit, and I always feel like it's weird cause some of the people I see in there, I feel bad for them, because you can just see that literally they're just sitting there wasting away, and then there's others that are super nice, and you can also see how they unfortunately don't have anyone come visit them or whatever, and some of it's just really, it's so depressing. And it's
is.
And it's like, I know we can do better than this, so.
Well, then there's that small percentage of them, Brian, that are just fucking.
Yeah.
Like crazy.
Yeah. What was it? Like a couple years ago, I think there was a thing that was like STD in elderly was on a significant rise.
Yeah, because they're just in there barebacking.
Fucking A.
Gonna need that handbrake in that walker when old Herbert bends you over it. Just saying.
Wow. Yeah.
It
seems like a bad idea, the whole bending over thing. It might be tough for it to get back up.
It's true.
How embarrassing, you're bent over a walker, and it's Herbert's walker too. It's not even yours. It's his, You got to call the intern, the orderly to,
come in there and separate and put their pants back on.
Oh, you two.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, man.
And they're popping blue pills like Pez.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
Oh, man. Yeah, that would be terrifying. That's what that would be.
That would be terrifying. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was the other side of it was that I was always creeped out, and I think it's because of the overall vibe of them. I don't think it's, don't get me wrong. There's some people who, essentially are crazy at that point because of, dementia and what have you, which sucks,
Right.
But I think it's just the vibe of the place. I don't even know that it's the people. I think it was just the vibe of the place because, like you said, it's like walking into, it's like, oh yeah, all these people next week, 30% of them won't be here.
Yeah.
My number's a gross exaggeration.
I hear you. I mean, because the company I work for, we do a lot of printing for old folks' homes, so I go there a lot.
Right.
And it's not as bad in the winter,
right?
But in the summer, the halftime there's like 8,000 of them sitting on the sidewalk.
Well, yeah, because I mean,
and it's like, well, first off, no one's moved you. You're probably slowly burning to death in the sun. But then, and like you said, I always feel bad. I always try to be friendly because you can tell, like, and they're trying to talk to you, and it's like, not trying to be a dick, but I got shit to do.
Right, right. What kind of stuff does a nursing home need printed?
just like, envelopes and reports.
Oh, okay.
Dopey shit like that.
I was going to say, it seems like they could do most of what they need themselves. So, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Just 8x10 glossies of the orderlies.
Yeah, just toe tags.
Yeah. Or that. Oh, wow. That's really dark. Damn. Oh, man. All right. So what else you got here?
Well, I was, did I talk about the cat? I can't remember. That hour and a half break fucked me up.
Yeah.
Did I talk about cat stuff?
No.
Probably not. Okay. So, I did mention that we had we're borrowing my mom's Jeep because mine's, jacked up and snow day, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay. All right. So when we went to get it, my mom's like, yeah, it's fine. Just make sure none of the cats get in the garage.
Right.
She's got a whole herd of, yard animals to take care of pests.
Yeah.
2 of the cats got in, Brian. So, the key is there's wet food. You open up the cans. They go enjoy themselves. Whatever.
Right.
The one cat did not want to get out from underneath the car.
Yeah.
So then I finally, with my goddamn Dr. Doolittle skills and a tin of food, got him out from under the car. Scoop him up, and I'm going to take him outside, right? Mm. And I could tell, he's starting to freak out.
Right.
And I'm like, I just got to get you to the fucking door, you little savage.
Right.
Get him outside just in time for him to use my face as a kickboard.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, so I was like, fucking cat, jumped off my face, whatever, set the food down, blah, blah. Jeannie comes outside, and she goes, ooh, he got your nose. Nice slash down my nose.
Sweet. Yeah.
Blood everywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, showing some color. Nice.
I know. I got this nice line now.
That's pretty awesome.
Terrific.
Yeah.
All I can think is, I'm like, this cat runs around outdoors all day. What is in my nose now?
Probably nothing worse than you already had in there.
Probably, you're probably right. But, then to drive, I took clean, quote unquote.
Right.
Snow.
Yeah.
And it's starting to get the blood off my face.
Right. I just like that. I just like that when people say stuff like that, I love how they always are like, it was clean, because it's like, well, yeah, I wouldn't think you would grab the, muddy snow or yellow snow. I would assume you'd try to get the,
Well, I say clean now because I heard a podcast where they was talking about how snow crystallizes generally around bacteria.
Yep.
And then it falls to the plant.
Yeah, it's really, that's why it's like, when you see somebody out there with their mouth open as it's snowing, and you're just like, you realize, it's like, you're almost just letting someone take a dump in your mouth. I mean, it's pretty close.
Yeah.
Maybe not quite as bad, but it's close.
So yeah, that was kind of, and it didn't hurt, obviously, but it just bled a lot. And,
right.
I'm not mad at the cat. Cat is just being cat.
Right.
I get it.
Right.
But, still.
Right. But you still put him down because you had to send a message to the rest.
Oh, for sure.
I'm kidding,
yeah.
I'm kidding.
Of course.
Not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Put his head.
He's missing a paw.
Yeah.
The one that kicked me.
Right. It's now, you're not wearing it as a necklace.
Yeah, exactly.
Yikes.
Be like, Ma, there's a new keychain on your keys.
Yeah. It's like, that looks like, nah, don't worry.
Nah.
Just go with it.
I also renamed him Peg Leg Pete.
Yeah. I got him a walker with some mirrors.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, so annoying. But whatever.
Yeah, I bet. I'm sure that was a good time.
No?
Not
at all.
I'll make a note of that then.
All right.
Kicked in face from cat. Not fun.
Has your Snapchat updated yet?
Yeah, I actually had 2 old man rants this week, and that's one of them. So
terrible.
I hate it.
I'm adjusting a little bit.
Yeah, it's annoying though. I don't think it feels intuitive. You know, maybe it's just me being an old man, but it doesn't feel as intuitive to me as it did before. So,
I'm there's some of it I'm starting to like before, because they had the stories. You click, you could play all, bing, bang, boom.
Uh-huh.
Now it seems like the people you interact with, You can watch the stories, and if you want to watch like the celebrities you follow, they're in a different thing. It's weird,
right?
But I don't know. I'm trying to adjust.
What's weird to me is in the place where like the stories stuff was before. There's like other people in there. Like last night, I saw someone that I followed that their story was in there. So I watched it, and then afterward, it went into something with like NBC Sports or whatever, right? So I backed out of it. And then I see, like 2 or 3 that are, magazines or websites or whatever. And then underneath that was like 2 more people that I know. And I'm like, see, this is annoying because now I feel like you're putting ads in there.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like and they already have ads on Snapchat,
Yeah, right.
Like I feel like you're doing, like, I don't want to have to feel like either I have to back out after watching one or I've got to, it's like, it's just extra shit I don't want,
Yeah, it's kind of annoying.
Uh-huh.
That's for sure.
Yeah, I am no fan of it. It's, yeah. And also, like, in certain, like, what is it, in groups? Like, if you tap on the icon now, it pulls up the profile. It doesn't open the snap. So you have to hit in the, like, where the text is to open the snap now. But then if there's a chat, you can hit, like, anywhere base. It's so weird. I don't understand why, it's not just them. I never understand why companies, like Windows went through this with Windows 8. Remember?
Right.
Like they move stuff and change things and people were like, I don't know how to use this anymore. This is not what I want. And then when they did 10, they made it basically back to the way it used to be. And it's like, when you've been around for a while, I don't understand redoing how the thing is laid out. Because I think what you're going to do is alienate more people than you're going to bring to your product with that.
Yeah, the general consensus I've got from people is they do not like the update.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, every update people will say they hate,
But, yeah, for sure.
But you're right. I've heard so many people that are like, I don't like this and I don't like this and I don't like, So it's not just I don't know, it's annoying. It's people are pretty like it's, they got used to doing things a certain way and now you have to switch all of that. It's just odd.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It felt pretty clean and crisp before and now feels a little clunky.
It does actually. That's the other thing that bothered me about it, just from the design, the design aesthetic of it is, clunkier, like you said, even though I see what they're going for. They were trying to go for more, to where, like that other page, instead of it being, little pictures or whatever, you have bigger pictures of the stuff. But it's like, now I can't go, wow, I have a lot of stories to watch. It'll show like I said, it showed 2, then there were like these others, and it's like, I gotta scroll. And honestly, the other day, I missed one, and it's not a big deal, but it's still the idea, like before I wouldn't have missed it, cause it was they were in a row. It's, yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
Enough of that.
Rant over.
Yeah, like I said, that's one of the things I wanted to old man rant about this week.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
And I guess I have just like just a situation. I'd be curious to know what you would do because I'm working, right?
Yeah.
It becomes a do I feel racist or do I feel sexist situation.
Oh boy, all right.
I know. I walk in. And there's 2 people at the desk. One's a black gentleman. And this is on a college campus. There's both students.
Okay.
And one's an attractive white lady.
Yeah.
They both simultaneously look at me and say hi. And I'm like, who do I go to?
Right.
Yeah.
My guess would be that most guys would probably look at the girl because pretty girl, that just tends to be what our eyes do. And that the other guy would understand, like bro code basically, for lack of a better term, like, well, of course he looked at her. She's, whatever. But I can understand where you might feel uncomfortable as a white man, deliberately looking the other way from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So because I had to get paperwork signed, and I'm like, I have to interact with one of these people.
It's too bad you didn't have like something where you could have interacted with both of them.
Yeah, like, yeah. You guys signed these?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been the perfect situation.
Right.
But so I was like, and I had that brief moment of like, what the fuck what do I do? Who do I go with?
Yeah.
I ended up going with black guy.
Yeah. Guilt
But
over
I
road,
both
huh?
of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I you see me.
Yeah.
You know, I'm older guy now.
I know.
You know, salt and pepper.
Yeah.
Savage beard, bald.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, God. What do I do? What do I do?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, if I go for her, I for sure look racist now. It's slightly creepy because she's a young lady.
Yeah, well, there's that too. Yeah, I mean.
So I was like, opt for the guy, still say hello to her. That was my move.
Right. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Tell them both, you guys have a good day as I leave.
Right.
But it felt super. I just had that one moment of like, what do I do?
Right. Yeah, like a Sophie's Choice situation there. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It was weird. And normally I don't even know how it even happened because like normally I just wouldn't even care.
Yeah.
I think it was just the whole thing. It was both odd. It was like it was planned. They both looked at me and said hi at the same time.
Maybe it was. That'd be great if it was. I'd love it if they're like writing a sociology paper or something on it, you know.
Sure, nice little
really
social
could.
experiment.
That actually would be an interesting thing to see I mean, I think we probably all can guess how it would turn out, but it still would be an interesting one to sit and watch, you know.
Right. Yeah, it was, I don't know, it threw me off for a brief second.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I'm typically go to the attractive lady guy because I'd rather look at her.
Right, which is what most guys probably would do, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, maybe not, but probably.
Not, I'm not saying this is a Q to W situation. I was just curious.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I think you handled that about as well as you could, especially because you were so in your head about it. You know, like if you just whatever, nothing probably would have happened, you know?
Right.
But it's easy to have that, like stop, like you're watching some video for sensitivity training, basically,
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
the host walks onto the frame.
Yeah. Stop. Okay. What would you do here? The correct answer is you're fucked. No. Yeah,
exactly. Panic and run out of the room.
That would have been the best. That would have been the perfect response. I need an adult and run out.
Just go right through the plate class.
Yeah.
Don't even open a door.
Yeah. Perfect.
Oh man. Yeah, I mean, so like I said, it's been a week. So I still got some couple random things, but nothing that really pertains to me. Brian, what do you want to talk about here?
So, first of all, I want to say congrats to the Reasons Are Several podcast for hitting episode 200 recently. I can't remember if it was last week or the week before, but I wanted to bring it up. And if we're late, that's what we do. But but yeah, so,
It is what it is.
Welcome another one to the 200 club. So, we'll have a glass of scotch waiting when you get to the 300 club. Might not be for you, might just be ours, but,
Right, for sure.
Yeah. Although by then we'll be at the 400 club. So,
yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. The cream of the crop!
Cream, yeah.
Rises to the top, funky like a monkey. Oh, yeah. So, my other old man rant.
Yes.
This is going to be so ridiculous. So, okay.
Please bring it on.
I see a commercial the other night for Hardee's, right? Or Carl's Jr. / Hardee's.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, and it's showing like their sliders that they are now pushing. And they're, like, how do we get so much taste into into our sliders? And they have like a single, double, and triple stack slider. Okay. And they range from, was it $1 to $2? I think it is. I think it's $1, $1.50, $2 is how the price range is on it. And I'm watching this, and Arby's has recently done sliders and stuff too. Burger King did a long time ago. But what I find interesting is it wasn't that long ago that these places were not all of them, but like McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, all this kind of stuff. They were pushing like double cheeseburgers at $1, right?
Right. Yeah.
Now they're pushing a little tiny slider for $1. And people are...
It's just a slider? It's not like two of them?
Yeah, it's not like 2 or 3 or something. It's like $1 for a little slider. And it's like, for somebody like me, I've got to eat, I don't know, probably 4 of these things or 3, something like that. And it's like, well, at that price, I could have just bought any sandwich almost on the menu, you know?
Right.
But I mean, I can see where maybe somebody just wants a snack or something like that. But it's just so odd to me how the way they're approached is as though it's some great deal, of course, but it's that people would actually go, oh, okay. And it's like, wait. like I said, it was just like a year or 2 ago, we were getting double cheeseburgers for $1. Now we can't even get like a full burger for $1.
Yeah. Like, so does this slider come with a hand job or
no?
No.
That's what I thought you meant by slider.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Your hand gets greasy from the burger, you know, give a quick tug and, you know, we're all done.
So the rub and tugs for serving sliders.
Right. Yeah. Here's $1. Go wash your hands, though.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just so odd to me how, you know, it's bad enough companies, change packaging or the product just slightly. So basically they're giving us less product for the same money, but we don't really notice it, you know?
Right.
I watched a thing a while ago where they showed like how most bar soaps now are curved underneath and they used to be flat, but just that little extra bit saves the company tons of money. That's
aesthetics, Brian. So it looks sleek and futuristic.
Oh, right.
I want my bar of soap to, you know, smoothly go betwixt my butt cheeks.
Yeah, I would think so, because going roughly in there would, you know.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want no rough edges.
That's no bueno.
Like, man, you know, we started selling Ninja Star soap. No one's buying it.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's like, we even showed them how to use it. You just bend over and spread, and someone else just...
yeah, just wings it in there.
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
Yeah. From the company that brought you sea urchin soap.
Right. From the company that brought you Ninja Star soap. It's new axe throwing soap.
Yeah, axe throwing soap.
Oh, boy. It's just so weird to me, though. Like I said, that, and I know these tricks have been pulled on us for years. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it wasn't that long ago McDonald's went from giving you a double cheeseburger, which had 2 slices of cheese, to where they went to the McDouble, which only has 1 slice of cheese. You know? And they did that because it saves them all that money, you know?
Yeah.
And which means, you know, more profit, of course.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So with these, though, it's just more of like, they're not even trying to really hide anything. They're just like, here's a small product and it's $1. And people have already forgotten that or ignored that it wasn't that long ago that they were like, you know, hey, here.
Like, I mean, I could even get it. Like I said, if it was a pack of them, whatever. Or if they're 50 cents a pop, okay.
Yeah. I don't remember what Burger King did for them, because I think they came in like packs of 4, and then you could order more. Like, I can't remember if you could, I think it was like, you know, 2 or 4 at a time kind of a thing, but I don't remember.
If they were smart, they would have called them like the King's Court or something.
That would have been fun.
Right?
Yeah. So anyways, there's my other old man rant. And I know it's ridiculous, but it's the kind of thing when I see stuff on TV a lot of times, will just start going in my head, you know, because I'd seen the commercial 3 or 4 times, and then I'm sitting there going, why would I buy that for $1 when I was able to get, you know?
Yeah, right.
I can get more food for $1. Like, even in McDonald's, they have a $1 menu where you can get other things that are probably more food than that little slider. So, yeah. Anyway, enough of that.
Old man rant.
Yeah.
I saw a fascinating short little documentary.
Yeah.
Of course, on the YouTubes. But it's from Vice, right?
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. This dude, he wanted to make his shed in his backyard the #1 rated restaurant on TripAdvisor.
Okay.
Just by doing like fake reviews and just social media.
Right.
And spoiler alert, he succeeded.
Right. I would hope so. Otherwise, there's no story here, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, I would just recommend watching it.
Okay.
I'm not going to give it away. I doubt there'll be a link in our show notes and shit. But, yeah, it's just fascinating to watch the clamor that people, cause, you know, he puts up fake reviews. People start calling, trying to get reservations, and he just keeps telling them, "I'm booked."
Yeah,
booked. It's
for
booked.
sure.
And and then it feeds it.
Of course, yeah. That's what legit restaurants do too. Essentially, the trendy ones or whatever, they do basically the same thing.
Yeah, it was completely fascinating, and it does end with him actually serving food to people.
Oh wow! All right.
It was pretty interesting to watch.
If it's funny because that shows how powerful social media is now when wielded correctly, or not correctly, but when wielded, with a purpose. That's a better way of putting it.
I want to say it took him, I think, 6 or 7 months,
which is not that long.
It's really not that long.
Really, yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, wow. Yeah. Huh. So
yeah.
What'd you say that was on?
Fascinating.
That was on Vice?
It's on Vice. It's the article on Vice itself is just called "I Made My Shed the Top Rated Restaurant on TripAdvisor." I just happened to see it in my recommended like videos on YouTube, and I'm like, oh, that sounds interesting. And I have 18. It's only 18 minutes.
Right.
I'm like, I have 18 minutes to kill. Let's watch this real quick, and I'm glad I did.
That's funny. Yeah, I'll have to give that a watch. Because I.
It was just interesting to me.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it makes sense too. I mean, that's why there's a lot of companies that are foregoing like print ads and TV ads to just really double down in their social media stuff, because it's so easy to get and move things, and you can put shit out there just to see how people react and then pull it back. And it's free. Yeah. You don't have to pay a focus group, or you don't have to do any of this shit. You can just put something out there, like Snapchat. If they were like, hey, here's the new update, and showed pictures, they would have immediately gotten people going, oh my God, this is awful, or this is great. And they could have tweaked it before they released it.
Right.
And I've seen companies kind of do that, and it's really smart, because it doesn't cost you a lot of money, so.
It is fascinating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you want to get your shed is.
That's the top rated TripAdvisor restaurant.
Right. That's wild.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
What was I going to say? Oh, you want to do some trailer talk?
Sure.
To talk about sheds?
I see what you did there. Yeah.
Hey. Hi-yo. So the Han Solo trailer dropped.
Yep.
And the Venom trailer dropped, which was...
Yeah. Even though the Venom one was more of a teaser than it was anything, but...
Yeah. It was barely a trailer.
The problem with calling a Venom, or that kind of movie, or that clip, teaser, is there's no real hint at Venom in it. I mean, as far as him as Venom, we see the symbiote in the or whatever it is. I forgot. It might not be the alien thing. I forgot how they're doing it. But in that like container, you can see the black stuff moving around, and obviously that's the thing.
That's the Venom.
Yeah. But,
and there's a lot of Tom Hardy's close up and screaming and running.
Yeah. And the thing is, you wouldn't even have to show like his face or a complete shot. You could have just shown a little bit. Even if nothing else, like you hear, kind of see him moving, and then things are a little dark and maybe you see his eyes a little bit or something like, I'm sure there was a better way. But I understand. It was like, remember when they were marketing Cloverfield and they would not show the monster? Basically.
Right.
We've seen other movies where they do that. They won't show you anything until almost before it comes out, basically.
Right.
But I really think it would have went a long way with fans and non-fans.
See him.
Yeah, to go, to get that pop that cheap pop of, oh my God, it's, you know, Tom
Yeah,
Hardy
like,
is
oh,
Venom.
it looks amazing, or, oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Looks like shit.
Well, I mean, you even could do like a shot of him just standing there and the suit kind of just covering him from the bottom up, basically, you know, to where, you know, you just see it kind of going over his skin, basically, and not shown any, you know, graphic
The
of
face or anything.
Yeah, I think you could have really gotten around it and still got people a little tingly for it, you know, but I don't know.
Yeah, no, just Tom Hardy dodging car accidents and screaming.
Honestly, it just looked like some action movie to me. Like kind of a sci-fi action movie. That's what it looked like. I saw people like flipping out, like, oh my God, it was so great. I was like, what was great about it? It just looked like a movie. It didn't look like Venom. It looked like a movie.
Yes.
You know?
I thought the same thing. Because when I saw it, once again, on the YouTubes, I was like,
Yeah.
ooh, Venom trailer, click.
Yeah.
Cricket. Oh, well, I guess I got crickets right here.
Yeah, I was like, what are you doing?
Somewhere. Okay, I don't know where the fuck they are. I have crickets on your shoulder. There it is.
I think it was better when you couldn't find them. That was perfect.
You know, goddamn crickets.
Yeah. Yep. So what do you think
So
of...
that,
well, go ahead.
what?
I was going to ask what you thought of Solo.
I thought the Han Solo trailer was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
It made me very interested in watching it.
Yeah.
Although, you know, I didn't really, you know, there's that one part of the trailer where it's like, if they only knew what you really were or are or whatever. And I was like, well, what is he? I always thought he was just some, you know, space bum that used to work for the Empire. And then, you know, he saw that sexy ass Wookiee and had to rescue him.
We're going to end up finding out that he's actually a prince, and that his medallion, told him that he's a prince. Because that's never been done before.
It's never been done before.
Never. By a guy wearing a very Han Solo looking outfit.
It's never happened.
Never. I hope that's not the way they... Well, I can't, because otherwise he would have known it going forward. But I don't know. I just... you know, it's funny, because they talk about, like, in the new movie, how Rey is basically, you know, told that she's nothing. She came from nothing, you know?
Right.
And it's like, I kind of like the idea that Han Solo also kind of came from nothing, you know, the way they'd kind of been said. If we find out that he was like privileged or, you know, it just kind of tarnishes it a little bit. So
privileged, that would be funny.
Yeah. He just comes from a really rich family, you know.
He's the space equivalent of a trust fund kid.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Let me rephrase. If we're doing that movie, I'm in.
Right.
Where he's just fucking around and spending money. Like, have you seen on Kroll Show where they do that sketch when it's Nick Kroll and I can't think of the other guy's name, and they play the trust fund kids?
I don't think I have.
Oh, okay. It's in the later seasons. I can't remember if it's in the earlier seasons, but it's basically, that's what I was thinking. Cause they just get into all this shit, and then, you know, they get mad at each other because of, you know, like, you don't understand, this is happening to me, and it's not really a problem, you know?
Right.
So, yeah, that would be fun for Han Solo to do that. Just going through the galaxy and just acting like
just
a spoiled
being
brat.
rich and disconnected.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then we find out that, you know, Wookiee, or Chewbacca was bought for him, you know?
Right.
Because he was considered rare by his people or whatever. I don't know.
Like Han Solo was cold at night, so they're just going to, instead of buying a blanket, they just bought a Wookiee.
Oh, for sure. You get that sweet Wookiee.
I know, right? Exactly.
Yeah. It makes sense.
Sweet Wookiee love.
Yeah. It makes a lot of sense to me. I don't know.
Isn't that right, Chewie? Good call.
I was waiting for crickets.
Rickety cricket?
Maybe. Jiminy cricket? What?
Maybe.
Yeah, that one, I think, did a better job of kind of laying the groundwork, you know, kind of going, okay, I can't, you know, like, I want to see more, you know. The Venom one kind of did that, but I don't think it was, I wouldn't consider it successful because it did that, you know.
Right.
Like, I kind of think it makes you go, that's it? Like, but
now,
we'll see.
What if Han Solo runs into the Venom symbiote?
That would be wild. I mean, they're in the same, you know, ownership. So
It's true.
You know, Disney wants.
How great would that be?
Crash the two together, and there you go.
I'm waiting for Disney. You hear that? I want to see Han Solo as Venom.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Venom Solo? Han Venom?
That sounds like a weird 80s villain.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, like he'd be in Miami Vice or something, you know?
Yeah.
Or a Die Hard movie.
Han Venom struck again.
Damn it.
The cocaine's tainted. It must be Han Venom.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. It does sound like an awful 80s villain.
Terrible, yeah.
Yeah, somebody that Schwarzenegger should be killing after an hour and a half.
Yeah, exactly, right. Speaking of 80s things.
Yeah.
Did you see the trailer for Skyscraper? The Rock's new movie?
I did not.
No. There's a lot of Die Hard elements in that movie, in that trailer. Like
lots of vent crawling.
It kind of feels like, yeah, I mean, it's not a direct, like, thieving of it or anything, but it was funny because when the full trailer played during the Super Bowl, or after the Super Bowl, whatever it was, there were so many comments on Twitter and Reddit and different stuff to where people were basically calling it, you know, oh, The Rock's reissuing Die Hard, you know, like that kind of thing. So
Skyscraper. No, I have not watched a trailer for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of The Rock, since he's in everything.
Yeah, he really is.
I don't know what to make of Rampage. Have you seen the trailer for that?
Yeah.
They
already have toys out for it.
What?
Yeah, there's toys already. The store. I was in Walmart and saw them.
That makes my head hurt a little bit because, no, let's not do that. I kind of want to play the Rampage board game because you actually flick like dinosaurs and shit or whatever and tear shit up.
Oh, really?
That looks cool.
Okay.
And the video game, of course, is always cool.
Yeah, I love the video game. We played the shit out of that.
Yeah, for sure. The movie, though, kind of want to take a big steam and dump in a projection booth. Not that there is projection booths. Well, I guess it is still. Never mind.
You know, whenever they do movies based on games, I always, unless it's like some of them translate well, like whether you liked Assassin's Creed or not, you know, the idea of it translates. You know, you could, if I go, hey, here's the game, you could go, this would be a cool movie. You'd be wrong,
right.
But you could.
Well, for sure.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Like, Rampage is not a game that I would be like this, or, well, I guess Battleship wasn't either. But, it's so weird how they're just like, yeah, let's, you know, do this. I don't know what the story is on it. I'm very curious. You know, I guess I could look, eh?
Yeah, I can't wait for the Candyland game. You know, in a world where the forest is made of candy, one girl, something like that, lost in the chocolate swamps.
I'd watch that.
I'd watch that too.
Yeah, I forgot what the hell I was looking up. Oh, Rampage.
I don't remember any of the characters' names.
I couldn't tell you either. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's. All right, well, this is helpful.
Ooh, okay.
Based on the classic 80s video game featuring apes and monsters destroying cities.
You don't say.
That's, yep, that's it.
That's the synopsis?
That's what they have on IMDb.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. Here we go. Someone, this is from Anonymous, so grain of salt. It says, primatologist David Okoye shares an unshakable bond with George, the extraordinarily intelligent gorilla who's been in his care since birth. But a rogue genetic experiment gone awry transforms this gentle ape into a raging monster. As these newly created monsters tear across North America, destroying everything in their path, Okoye teams with a discredited genetic engineer to secure an antidote, fighting his way through an ever-changing battlefield, not only to halt a global catastrophe, but to save the fearsome creature that was once his friend.
Oh, how adorable.
I would have just preferred if this was a movie with, like, 3 monsters just destroying a city.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, just make a King Kong movie, or a Godzilla kind of movie, but with people in terrible-looking suits.
Yeah, the whole making movies based off of classic video games and board games and...
Yeah.
It should really probably end.
Yeah.
I mean, Double Dragon was the thing.
Yeah.
Terrible movie.
Terrible movie. Yeah.
Terrible.
So bad. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a movie that was based off a game that was actually decent.
So that's tough because a lot of the games over time were done off of properties, done from a movie. Right. Like you remember in like the 80s, 90s, pretty much every movie had a video game accompaniment.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like
I'm talking the other way around. I want to see a movie based off a game.
I feel like we should be able to come up with one.
You would think, because Doom wasn't that enjoyable. The Rock again too.
Yeah, he's
Jesus
in everything.
Christ.
He's in everything.
Wait, settle down.
Nope.
Do you have all the money in the world yet?
No, he doesn't.
All right, well, keep going, I guess.
Probably still a couple dollars left out there.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait till he's pedaling down the street because he's playing Paperboy.
You've seen how many pancakes he eats. I mean, that ain't cheap. Except
delicious.
It is.
Yeah.
All right, let's use pizza instead when he has like 14 pizzas on his counter.
Yes, also, that seems fine to me.
I'm trying to think of one. I mean, I guess, again, we could probably internet search for,
Yeah, I know. I mean, I know we have modern technology, but I like going back 15 years.
I'm doing it.
Let me think here.
Ow.
Can't think of anything.
Yeah. All right, well, let's go down this list here. And we can,
all right.
Because there's a bunch that just came up, like the pictures. There's actually a lot. Tomb Raider with Angelina Jolie in it. And,
I guess.
Yeah, there's going to be another Tomb Raider movie, I think, coming out soon.
Is there now?
Yeah.
Is it going to have Angelina Jolie in it again?
No, they're focusing more on the newer ones, which actually focus less on her having big tits. And,
You lost me.
I knew it. I shouldn't have said anything. All right, next one, Warcraft. I didn't see it. I've heard it's not good. But
I didn't see it either.
Yeah. Street Fighter, terrible.
Oh, God. Okay, Guile, all-American Air Force pilot fighter, played by a Belgium.
Yep. Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then M. Bison's played by fucking Gomez Adams.
Raul Julia, yep.
Love the man.
Yeah.
Terrible choice for M. Bison.
Right. Okay. Silent Hill.
Did he get a new mortgage or something?
No.
I was like,
He might have. I don't know.
Oh, you know what? I think I seem to remember the Silent Hill movie was okay.
Yeah. Still not what I would call good. That's what we're looking for.
Well, I guess Resident Evil series. That's all right too.
Yeah. So the next one on the list here is Mortal Kombat and Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
All right, I can get behind Mortal Kombat. Annihilation, less than.
Yeah, I didn't.
The soundtracks are great though.
The soundtracks are great. I'll give you that. I didn't so much care for those movies. Final Fantasy. I think that was an animated movie though. That's not quite what we're looking for.
Was.
Max Payne. Nope. Could have been awesome, but just didn't deliver.
Never bothered.
Yeah. It was because that game was so cool because at the time it was the first game to basically use Matrix, technology. Yeah, remember the bullet time? Yeah.
Yeah.
You could slow things down. That was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. Doom you already mentioned. Resident Evil, we both agree on that some of those are decent. Alone in the Dark, I don't think I saw it.
Me neither.
All right. Well, we'll have to skip that one. Wing Commander?
I had no idea they made a movie of that.
Yeah.
We used to play it on my little Apple, 0.5 fucking computer. Remember that? Wasn't that Wing Commander? Yeah.
Maybe.
Suck it, tiger people. It was the cat aliens. And we're like, fuck you. And we were just, I see revenge. They kicked off my face now.
Right.
I get it.
That makes sense. Wow. I mean,
fucked up so many cat people.
It's got a monster cast in it. Freddie Prinze Jr., Matthew Lillard, Saffron Burrows, Chiketchki Curio, Jurgen Prochnow, David Suchet, and David Warner, principal. I mean,
all I know is when I played Wing Commander, Brian, you try to sell me some of that space skooma, I'm blowing your ass up. Your Khajiit ass up. Photon torpedo to the face.
What about Hitman? Did you like the movie Hitman? It didn't do anything for me.
It didn't really do anything for me either. I mean, it was okay.
Awesome. Yeah, I love the
games.
Are
amazing. Yeah.
Even though I was terrible at them.
Into a goddamn, garbage truck and crush him up. That's amazing.
Yeah. I was terrible at them because, sneaking around's not my game.
Well, I always played it, I'd play it through and then I'd play it through again. And the first time I played it through, I'd be like, I'm going to be sneaky as fuck. No one's going to see me except the guy I'm killing.
Right.
Then you play it through again, you're like, everybody in this level is going to die.
Yeah.
The amount of bodies is going to be astronomical.
Yeah, for sure. Need for Speed?
I didn't know they made a movie of that.
Yeah, it's got, what's his face from Breaking Bad?
Bryan Cranston?
The one that plays Jesse. No.
I was like, holy shit.
Aaron Paul, that's his name.
Let's drive.
Yeah. Dude, if Cranston was in it, he'd be good at least.
Yeah, it would be amazing.
Yeah. In the Name of the King, I don't even remember that.
What?
I don't remember that as a game. I'm sure it probably is. I just don't remember it. House of the Dead. That was a fun game. I remember playing that.
That was a fun game.
I never saw the movie.
I didn't know they made a movie of that either.
Yeah. Prince of Persia, I never watched the movie. I heard it was not very good.
Yeah, it wasn't that good. The games were great.
The games were awesome, yeah.
Yeah.
Blood Rain. Never saw the movie.
Vampire thing?
I feel like it. It's from a while ago.
I don't know if I played the game or if I watched the movie.
Dead or Alive, which I didn't even like the game, so there was no chance I was
going to... City volleyball?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, yeah, no.
No. Mario Brothers.
Oh, jeez.
That was a terrible movie. It's so bad.
Oh, God. I think I just died a little bit.
Right?
I think I just felt my bowels shift.
How about Postal? Did you ever see that? I never saw that one.
No, I never saw that.
All right. I know that, if I remember correctly, that was a game that was like super violent at the time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were like, we got to ban this game because kids.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah, I played it off of YouTube just now.
Right? Tekken?
I didn't know they made a Tekken.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't either.
I mean, but shit out of Tekken growing up.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Shit out. Hihashi lightning stomps with his goofy shoes.
Yeah.
It's fucking on.
Yeah.
Nice hair, Dick. You kick the crap out of you, though.
I was looking to make sure it was an American release. To make sure it wasn't like a Japanese release or something. But no, it's an American release. I just never... It might have been a direct video type deal. I don't remember. Tron?
Oh, okay. I guess that does count.
Yeah.
That was an arcade machine.
Right. King of Fighters?
No idea.
Yeah.
Man, I remember how last week we were talking about old lady blankets?
Yeah.
I'm in need of an old lady blanket. It is fucking chilly in here all of a sudden.
All right. That's there's more, but a lot of them are animated. Oh, the last Starfighter? That was a game? Why don't I remember that as a game?
It must have been an Atari game, maybe?
Oh, yeah, I would think so, because the movie's from 1984.
Right.
So, Oh,
terrible. Well, these are all terrible.
I wish I would have seen this first. Oh, well. I'll include this link in the show notes, though. From Vulture.com, they have a list it says all 31 video game movies ranked from least bad to absolute worst. Want to guess what they have as the worst one? Or I'm sorry, the least bad, it says.
Oh, the least, so that would be the best. The best of this shit pile, right?
Sure.
That's like the pretty little bow you put on the shit?
Yeah, this is definitely the best of the list.
It's gotta be Resident Evil.
Nope.
Really?
Nope.
What's that?
Mortal Kombat.
Wow. Yeah.
All right, this list is already hot garbage, because Super Mario Brothers is listed second.
Oh my god, what are they doing?
And Street Fighter is right after it. Nope, sorry. This is discredited because
I'd rather watch a Tetris movie. It's just nothing but blocks flying from the sky.
That'd be so fun. No. Yep. All right, never mind. Forget that noise. That's not being included at all.
Yeah. Fuck you.
In fact, I almost want to redo their list and send it to them and be like, you fucked up big time.
Yeah, here's how your list should look.
Like, did you watch these movies? Because I watched Super Mario Brothers multiple times because I was a dumb kid. So
That's fair.
Yeah. Anyway, we should move on. We've been talking about this way too long. But
Yeah, for sure.
I'm with you, though, as far as Rampage goes. I'm very apprehensive of it. I will say this. The story that they have here, I could see how it would work. Because, like, in the game, you know, you're basically, you're the monsters, and everyone's trying to just bring you down. There's no real, like, they're not trying to save you. I mean, tanks are firing at you.
Yeah, right? You punch an errant sign, you get electrocuted, it sucks.
I bet, you know what? If they don't have some of that stuff in the movie, I'm going to be mad. Like, if they don't have, like, reaching in and getting a vent, or not a vent, but a steam heater blowing in your face and it, you know, or getting shocked or whatever, and also eating people, you know.
Oh, yeah. Breathing fire when you eat the wrong things.
Right, exactly. They better have that in there.
Yeah, it's going to be just one-liners with The Rock and him, like, flexing, eating a pancake.
I mean, be entertaining.
Doing rock shit.
It'd be entertaining.
Throw the eyebrow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, got to give the people what they came for.
Yeah, exactly. Got to get the people what they came for.
Hits a rock bottom on the gorilla.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Yeah. People's elbow, 1, 2, 3, baby. We're out of here.
Yep, exactly. No genetically modified ape is going to be able to take the power of the people's elbow.
Right. No computer generated ape is going over on the Rock for sure.
No, not at all.
No.
Unless he's into that.
That seems weird.
All right.
Yeah. So Fluffy Bunny Ash showed me a thing the other day. There's going to be a Deadpool comic coming out, or a series that is basically a kind of like a choose your own adventure for it.
That's interesting.
Yeah. And there aren't a ton of details for it just yet, but
yeah, say how are they going to choose your own adventure? You said it's a comic, right?
Yeah. Like a series, you know, like X amount of issues. I don't know how many, but
right. I don't know how they're going to do a choose your own adventure exactly.
Unless it's online, they could definitely do an online one.
Oh yeah, like if it was an online comic and you know you're like, oh well, pick this, and it downloads a new page for you that you didn't have before. That I get.
Right. That's what I'm trying to find here real quick. I don't. No, it looks like it's gonna read just like you can roll a die to make some of the decisions or whatever, or when you go to do something. Basically, it looks like kind of a D&D thing.
Well, that's kind of interesting because I mean, if the die rolls are randomized, so like you play through and you get a 2, and then whatever happens. But then if you get another 2 and something different happens, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be. I don't know. But anyway, just the concept of it I thought was really, it's definitely different at least. You know, it's something kind of new, and I mean the idea of choose your own adventures or not, obviously, but you know, for a comic I think that's really cool. And of all the characters, this is the right character to do it with, you know, because Deadpool's always broken the fourth wall anyway.
Yeah, you know? It should make it fun.
Yeah, it feeds right into it. So we'll see. This is something I'm definitely interested in.
Right? Yeah, that sounds pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
It's like those, like slightly animated online. I don't even know if it's an online book. I'm just going to shut up, Ryan, and drink some water. You know, when you spend an hour and a half wrestling for your laptop, it wears you down.
I've heard. I
feel like I just got back from battle.
Probably not.
No, not at all.
You might have, though. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
You know, there's veterans like, fuck you.
Yeah, as well they should be.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So, looks like very little, but a little bit of info is kind of snuck out from about Disney's streaming service.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And shoot, sorry, the article's not loading.
How do you join up? Do you have to sign up online and then like suck Mickey's dick?
Probably. I mean, I can't imagine any other way.
Right. We're wearing a high-end Walt Disney hat.
Yes.
Suck it. Something like that.
Oh my. Excuse me. There's no price point mentioned yet. It said, the U.S. only for now, and then it'll expand overseas. There will be no R-rated content or no rated films, and the programming will be consistent with the Disney brand. The R-rated stuff will go on Hulu. The plan now is to leave the various Marvel series where they are, which means, Netflix will still have a few things, according to this.
That's excellent.
Yeah, it says the goal in the first year is to generate 4 to 5 original movies and 5 TV series for the streaming service.
Really? Originals even, huh?
Yep. So,
they don't bring back DuckTales, they're fools.
You're right, they should.
Yeah, they should.
God damn it.
They should. At least Darkwing Duck.
Oh, I wish, dude. That'd be so awesome.
They're gonna bring back just stuff that's just terrible.
They're gonna bring back Tailspin or whatever, which I never liked.
Woo! Don't fuck a Tailspin, man.
I didn't like Tailspin.
I mean, hey, what's up, man?
So, anyway, that's about all that's come out so far. I don't think that's really anything surprising as far as the R-rated content and stuff goes. Disney's
disappointing.
Always kind of distanced themselves from it.
I mean, I get it because, that family-friendly whatever, but at the same time, a little R-rated goodness.
Yeah. Well, it sucks also because they could have a bunch of, they could have stuff like the Avengers movies and all those kind of things on their service, but then Deadpool, Logan won't be on there. They'll be elsewhere, and that kind of sucks that you couldn't just buy Disney and get all their content,
Yeah, you'd almost think because Disney owns everything.
Yeah.
That once they come up with a streaming thing, then they could do almost charge less for the overall service, but then kind of do an a la carte type situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want access to Marvel stuff, or I want access to, the Disney Channel, or
right.
I want to watch all these, weird preteen shows because people are really into those.
Like you.
Ugh, I don't get them. I'm glad my kids stopped watching them. That's all I can say.
Right. Fair enough. Now if only you'd quit watching them.
I know, right? Jeez.
Come in here and sit down while I watch reruns of Clarissa. I'm going back to forever ago.
Again?
Yeah.
At least it's not, Cody and his fucking brother on a cruise ship, whatever that show was.
I'm pretty sure that was the name of it. Cody and his fucking brother on a cruise ship.
Or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little long, but
I love the episode when they get attacked by Somali pirates.
I think that was the last episode.
It was. Yeah. It really ended tragically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Coast Guard came in at the end, but it was just too late.
Right. So then Tom Hanks showed up.
Yes, exactly.
The captain, So there was something else I had here too. What was? Oh, Jesus Christ! How about the idiot in charge of Frito-Lay making the comment about them researching quieter Doritos or quieter, less messy Doritos for women?
I didn't hear this.
Yeah.
It's pretty annoying.
Yeah.
Cause I'm pretty sure no one gives a shit if the Doritos is crunching louder if you're a lady or not.
Yep.
I mean, as long as you're not crunching them Doritos in my bed, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, as long as you don't.
No one needs no orange crumbs up in the book, right?
Maybe. Don't rule everything. Don't rule anything out. I mean.
Yeah. No, I mean.
Might be alright.
True.
I've had some Doritos crusted things that were really good. Like chicken.
That's hilarious. Tastes like Doritos.
Yeah.
Honey, what have you been doing?
Yeah. That would be so weird. You fucking jizz orange. I've been eating a lot of Cheetos lately.
Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh jeez. It was all like queso.
Yeah, that would be terrifying. Is what
horrifying. Yeah, like immediately call the doctor.
Yeah. That would be the first thing I would do. Second thing. The first thing would be like, whoa. Like, this is wild. But then, yeah.
Well, yeah. Dr. Peterson, yes. It's Melissa. Carl's coming, nacho cheese again.
Again? Damn it.
And this time I had a little jalapeno chunks. I don't know if he's going to make it.
He says it burns a lot.
So much.
Is it hot?
So much burn.
Fucking A, dude. That's so funny. So, yeah, obviously the internet did not react well to this. You know?
You don't say.
Because, yeah, this woman was not real smart saying these things. Even if it's true, this
is a lady that said this?
It was, yeah.
Maybe she is secretly offended by how loud she chews.
Could be. Now, I'll say this. As a person who, when people crunch chips and chew, drives me to rage, I'm all for putting out quieter Doritos as long as they still taste like Doritos. If they can make them quieter, I'm all for it. So the
talking about stealth Doritos?
Yeah. So the savages who don't close their mouths when they eat won't make me want to kill them as much.
Like, all right, guys.
But you would have thought they would have maybe learned from Bic's mistake. Remember the lady Bic pens or whatever they were?
Yeah.
And, Bic for her, I think is what it was.
Right.
And they got ran off the internet, basically.
Yeah, for sure. When they're like, just enough ink to write your shopping list.
Yeah. Like, oh.
Damn it, Bic.
Yeah.
God damn it.
So dumb. There's been so many internet jokes based on this, though.
Yeah.
So many jokes. But yeah, this really dumb. Really, really dumb.
Super dumb.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm definitely all for quieter Doritos. As long as
How about we make Doritos for dummies? And they got a slight dusting of strychnine on them.
Here, eat up.
Like, oh, here you go. Yum, yum, dead.
Yeah. Or a little arsenic, and you just keep giving them free bags of them.
Oh, for sure, right?
Yeah.
So many bags.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah. So, all right, that's all the shiz I got this week.
Oh, man, that's all I got, too, which is probably a good thing, because it's getting that time, Brian.
Yeah, it is. Oh, wait, we're not doing sexy talk, yeah. You're not Ric Flair, dude. Come on.
I just, God, I was just listening to random Spotify playlist earlier today.
Yeah.
And there was a song, and I don't know who sings it, but I'm going to find it and add to my library. But it talks about dropping Ric Flair elbows on a bitch. It's like, it's like, Ric Flair, woo, on a bitch.
Oh, shit, what song is that?
I don't remember.
Yeah. I know I've heard that before, though.
Yeah, I was doing dishes and shaking my ass.
Yeah, as is tradition.
Well, yeah, because I have to dress all sexy like when I'm doing dishes.
Yeah, who doesn't?
Right.
Right. Let's do cue the W, I guess. No football picks left to do.
Yeah.
No,
right? No foosball.
Yeah, no shut up and take my money this week. At least that I have.
I got none.
All right, so yeah, cue the W. It is.
All right. So last week, salty language. We asked y'all what little thing you wish everyone did. You sons of bitches. I'm going to tag on my last week's answer and say answer Q to W's on a weekly basis. That's another little thing you can do.
That's a great one. That would have been great if that would have been both of our answers last week.
That should have been. Participate with the show. Just have like 10 seconds of silence after it.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So our buddy, detergent one, Big Dev.
Mm-hmm.
He says, surrender your driver's license at age 65. Clearly this is a pipe dream because the public transportation system in the U.S. is a joke. But I can dream, damn it.
Yep. Just keep pushing for the self-driving cars. That'll solve that problem.
It's true. It's true. And then you can have a setting to self-drive people right into a quarry.
Boy, I hope I don't get one of those.
Right.
Like, Tony, I got my new self-driving car. Like, let me see it for a minute.
Slowly back away.
Yeah. Hey, you want to go for a ride? Nah. Things.
We're good.
I got to go stand over there.
Look at the sun directly.
Directly, yeah.
Philip, he says, when at any store to put things back where they got them instead of putting them down randomly. Mm-hmm. Essentially, don't be a savage.
Yeah. I'd do that, man. I will walk all the way across a store again to put something back where it was.
Yes. I've done the same thing.
Yeah, because, I know someone will do it.
Just put it there. And it's like, no.
Yeah.
That's not where I found it.
Like, they pay people to put the stuff back. It's like, they have other things they should be, they could be doing than...
People also pay people to kill people.
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
Or at least, maybe take it up to the checkout and then say, I don't want it. At least then it goes in the return bag, stuff.
But you have to do it obnoxiously. Slam it on the conveyor belt. Yeah. I don't want that. And goose step out of the store.
I'm offended by this and just put it on the counter.
Yeah. Like, it's a head of lettuce.
Yeah.
Still offensive.
What would you like us to do here? Like, can you just put it back on the shelf? That'd be great.
Are you body part assuming this vegetable?
Yes, I would.
God damn you. Mm-hmm. Michelle, she says simply, chill the fuck out.
That's not bad,
It's not bad at all.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, Jeff from Obi. Mm-hmm. He says vote.
That's an interesting one because
he's taking a stand there, I believe.
Yeah. Certainly not something everybody does. So yeah.
Not at all.
Mm-hmm. Excuse me.
So that's what we got on the old face page, right?
Alrighty. Well, Fluffy Bunny Ash says, she says how she approaches the question gives her vastly different answers. She said, like, if it's from a pet peeve perspective, I'd go with rinsing and wiping off the goddamn cutting board after using it, which I can understand, because stop being a savage in the kitchen, too.
I'm a big fan of just cleaning it up, wiping it down, and leaving it on the island.
Yep.
For other people to utilize.
And she says, or not pausing at the top of or bottom of an escalator. I don't know.
Also accurate. Yeah. That's where Fluffy Bunny Ash, you need to just initiate Spartan kick.
I agree.
Yes. Yeah. Especially at the top of the escalator.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Those pointy moving stairs will be unforgiving.
We hope.
Yeah.
And she says if she's going for a more altruistic answer, it's listen to and pay attention to others, which is also good because that's something not enough people do.
True.
I was waiting for you to say.
And she should especially listen to pay attention to Brian and Tony on salty language.
I'm sure she'll agree with you. Or Spartan kick you the first time if she ever meets you. Yeah,
exactly.
Like, hey Tony,
let's
go.
Canadian Spartan kick.
Yeah, hey Tony, let's go visit. Ashley. All right, gadoosh.
We take two, Brian. You got to ask me to go visit Ashley again.
Hey Tony, let's go visit Ashley.
All right, on.
And then, that might work because
I don't have any more Canadian in me.
She may be laughing too hard to Spartan kick you at that point. I mean, she'll recover. I'm sure you'll still get Spartan kicked, but it won't be right then, Yeah.
Yeah, no. It'll be like as I'm sleeping.
Well, I mean.
Just the door slowly creaks. Spartan kick.
That'd be fun to watch, actually.
I'm there with my little nightcap on. I'm still holding a candle for some reason.
Well, of course.
Sleeping.
Right.
Yeah. My ribs.
Right.
Midnight poo comes out. Horrible.
Midnight poo.
Definitely.
Well, there's the name of the episode. Oh, shit. Man. All right. Okay, I know I had another one here. Where'd it go? There it is. Cheeto Bandito says, what's a small thing I wish everyone would do? My penis. Ba-doomts.
All right.
No, it actually says drum roll /cymbal/ smash. So I was giving him what he wanted.
Yeah, excellent work.
Excellent
work. Good Foley work.
Yeah, he said, thanks, folks. I'll be here all week. Because if he hadn't had that in there, I would have had, would have probably been like, hey, I'm going to need a dice drop.
Oh, yeah, right.
Because that would have been great. But here, let's do it.
Can.
What's a small thing I wish everyone would do? My penis.
Oh!
Yeah, see?
Yeah,
Boom.
perfect.
You're welcome. He says, but seriously, my answer's not exactly narrowed down, but I wish people would just use good manners. Say please, thank you, excuse me, hello, etc., etc. It's not a huge thing. It's not difficult. And am I perfect at having good manners? Fuck no. Do I try to be polite, respectful, and kind to everyone until a reason otherwise? Yeah, I sure do. Would have been funnier if he said fuck no again.
I agree.
I said if more of us tried, who knows what would happen. Truth. So that's what I got.
Oh. All right.
So thanks to everybody.
I like what you got. Good job.
So thanks to everybody who sent those in.
Definitely. Thanks. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, gotta watch Wapner.
So, what brings us to this week's QW, Brian? And it's going to be another music one because my wife,
right?
She actually brought it up to me. She texted me this in the middle of the week.
Yeah.
And she was just like, what song would play when you walked into a room?
Oh, nice.
All right. And I was like, So I had to think about that one. And I was like, and then of course I was immediately like, this is going to become the question of the week now.
Right.
So I eventually, God, what did I at first I was like Jungle Boogie because I love the beat,
Right.
The beat's terrific. But then I ended up going, no, that doesn't really speak like me.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you ever listened to Van Morrison's Cleaning Windows.
Not that I can recall. I may have. I just don't know the name. I didn't know that was the song.
It's got a good beat too, but the song's basically about just this dude who he's a window washer, but he's just this blue collar guy and he likes what he has. He's happy where he's at. And I'm like, I kind of feel like that sometimes.
All right.
So I was like, it's going to be cleaning windows.
Now, if I would have guessed for you, I would have went with Poison. Look what the cat dragged in. But
depends on the day of the week.
Right. It's just that's just a ridiculously long ago callback.
Yeah, right. For sure.
So long ago. Hopefully,
someone needs to comb through the archives to figure out what episode that was.
Yeah.
So I need interns.
Not me. That's who. Man, what song would I pick? That's a good. The joke I've had for years would be like if I was a wrestler. Remember, I always said I would use like sad trombone would be my. I'd just come out to the ring to sad trombone. So.
Which I know I have, but
yeah,
I was
waiting for it.
I need it. You think I'd have these organized in some way?
Yeah.
You think I could read too? So yeah, sad trombone, Brian.
Oh boy, what a shit show. What are you doing?
Dude, I know I have that sound effect, but I cannot find it.
Oh, all right. Well, don't worry about it. The other...
I have an Inception noise.
That's not really helpful there.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, damn it. Never mind. The moment's passed. No. It's not going to work now. Although that would be funny, right? Like you're watching a movie and instead of the dramatic thing being after they talk, it's just like during or it's right after just so what do you think? Boom.
I don't know. What do you think? Then the scene's ready to end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
it. The one that kind of jumped into my head first, and this is still more of a joke than anything, would be whatever Ric Flair's entrance song is. I don't know what it's called, but that. Because, it would be fun to just, walk into a room and pretend like you're royalty, basically. And I wear a shiny robe everywhere I go, so.
Well, this is accurate.
You know.
Yeah. This is accurate.
Man, I don't.
Oh.
Well.
Speaking of shiny shit.
Yeah.
This has completely kicked my brain in gear. And I don't think we talked about it.
Okay.
On the Enthusiast when covered in Cincinnati. There's a store down there, Brian, and we need these coats.
Okay.
That's for selling red satin jackets.
Nice.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Had a giant embroidered tiger on the back.
Nice.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then across the shoulders, it just said Beast Mode.
Yeah, you're right. We need those. That would be...
Yes.
Yeah. Those would be fun Beer Fest jackets for sure. Or just going out jackets.
For sure. 10 or 12 people walk into the especially Beer Fest, wearing Beast Mode coats.
Mm-hmm.
I mean... Sick. Okay. But yeah, I like the idea of the Ric Flair music.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go with that. I was trying to think of something better maybe, but if I come up with something better, I'll say it next week.
I mean, you always have.
Yeah, can't go wrong with that. I am a king after all.
There is that.
Yeah. Not what I thought you were going to play though.
No?
Nope.
What do you think I was going to play?
Cherry Pie. That's what I thought you were going to play.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, I found it.
Right on time. Jesus. Oh, man. All right. So there you go. Yeah, I'm going to go with whatever Ric Flair's entrance song is. I can't remember the name. Or Macho Man would be a strong choice, too. You can't go wrong. Yeah. I mean,
I got one more to my work for you.
Real American? Entertainment Tonight is not gonna. Yeah, I don't think anyone thinks of me when they watch Entertainment Tonight.
You don't think so?
Nah, I don't.
Son of a bitch.
Not anymore. Not since I left. All right. So there you go. There's ours.
Ooh. All right. I think I think I hit my second wind.
You're forgetting something, Tony.
Oh, fuck me.
Nah.
No. There it is.
I like how you get to hear the I and then you immediately switched. Great.
They're right next to each other, you know?
Right. Oh, you know what song I should have went with? Show Me Your Genitals is what I should have went with.
That would be a good one. You know what else is good?
What? Oh. Powerful.
Right?
Very powerful, because when you hear the glass, it's your ass.
It's your ass.
Yeah, so there's our Q the W for the week. So I guess now we'll wrap her up and tell you go to saltylanguage.com. Tony does things on the site. Some of them are,
naughty.
Yeah, no. You can see or get all the past episodes, the Enthusiasts interviews that we've done, and we've been dropping them weekly here again. So I don't know how long this streak will run, but
well, we'll keep going while we can keep going.
Yeah, something like that. We're working on our cardio so that we can keep going.
Exactly.
Until we can't keep going.
Right.
Or something. I don't know.
Trying to maintain the stamina.
Mm-hmm.
Power fuck your ears.
Wow, that's aggressive.
Isn't it?
It is what we do, though.
It's what we do.
Oh, what was that? Do you remember? There was something yet aggressive. It was one of our show titles.
Oh,
do you remember what it was?
No, I don't remember anymore.
Son of a bitch. Now I gotta find it.
Yeah, it was something yet aggressive.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it is.
Anyway, Tony, tell them about other things on the website.
There's like Patreon stuff down there at the bottom if you want to help out the show and be awesome and stuff. There's also a donate type situation, or if you're going to Amazon.com because, I don't know, it's like St. Patty's Day is coming up soon, you need leprechaun shit. You're going to order off of Amazon. Go to saltylanguage.com, click on the Amazon banner, do your shopping, and get us some of that leprechaun gold.
Nice.
And plus, the Crazy Life links at the bottom. Our Snapchat shit's on the bottom.
Boom.
I mean, if there's Salty Language t-shirts, if you really want one of those, you can get one of those too. Clad yourself in the saltiness of languages.
That's the perfect phrase, like catchphrase for him.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. The show name was Fashionable Yet Aggressive.
Ah, perfect.
And if I believe right, I think it was recorded at the cottage. Because it talks about, oh no, maybe not. It talks about me getting bourbon barrel aged Scotty Karate. So.
Nice.
So I don't
Always
know. Always
delicious.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyways, that's a good time. If you want to contact the show, the best way to do it is on Twitter at salty_language. You can find me on Twitter at Stunami.
You can find me at Monotony, but I probably won't answer you. Just being honest.
What a jerk. Tony big times everybody.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I am also more readily found on Snapchat at salty_language. Brian?
Yeah, I just blanked. I can be found at Ninjitsu. For now. No.
Dun, dun, dun. And, of course, we're on Instagram at Salty Language as well.
Yeah, if you want to follow me, I'm at Stunami on there, too.
I don't remember mine is, so fuck off. It's private. No one can see my pictures. I'm that guy.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense. You're sensitive about your photography.
I am.
Your artful nudes.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get, a following for my big booty pictures I'm always taking.
Right. Yeah. Or like I said, artful nudes, it's just you like peering into people's windows, but
Yeah. It's artful because I have just cutouts of, Art Garfunkel cleverly placed over my genitals.
Wow. Yeah. I'm not going to ask if the hair's real or not.
It's Art Garfunkel nudes.
What a terrifying thought. Oh,
it is, isn't it?
Yeah. All right.
I mean, it's terrifying no matter how you think about it.
Yeah,
that's why it works. It's on many levels. Oh, many levels.
God damn it.
Shit.
All right. Well, I guess with that, fuck. Have a beer, you'll be fine.
Woo. Stay, just gonna go with the classic. Stay salty.
Nice. I guess be careful of the midnight poos.
There's nothing worse, Brian.